Miss Harmony, is this you? Is this really you, or is this somebody trolling with your name? Huge Harmony.
Oh, why would
Harmony.
anyone?
Can you hear me now,
Oh
dear?
yeah. I can hear you. What's up?
Sorry about
What's
that.
going
Yeah,
on? No, it's
it's
okay.
me. It's me. How are you today?
Oh, we're hanging in there. What's going on? Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, except for I just tried to do a live, but I've got storms coming, like big thunder. I don't see any storm though. I just get thunder.
Well, nothing like a good old self promotion there, Miss Harmony.
What do you mean? How did I promote myself just now?
I'm talking shit to you, baby. Go ahead. Anyways, so you got storms coming
Okay.
in. I probably got some too, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna. When I woke up this morning at 7:30, it was dark as hell. So I was like, oh God, we got storms coming. But it's actually really nice here, to be honest.
Well, the time change zone is really screwing me up. Like I'm waking up at like 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh
Um,
yeah, because of the hour
it's
behind, from the hour ahead to the hour
Yeah,
behind.
I don't know
Yeah, it
why they
messes with
do
me
it. I
too. I
don't
can't
get it.
lie. Well, because I'm
Yeah.
used to getting up at 5:30, so I can't.
Well,
I can't
that's the
lie. It
same.
really does mess with me.
That's
Just
the
fall
time
back an hour. So.
yeah, that's the time I usually get up is 5:30. I love my mornings. I just, love getting up in the morning, having it really quiet, nothing's happening, have my coffee, my, breakfast and start my day, right?
Before it gets too hectic. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I
What you got to add, baby doll?
Okay, baby doll, that's a cute name. I remember those kind of pajamas when we were younger. Remember the baby dolls?
Yeah, but I mean, well, you didn't come up to talk about that. What'd you come up to add, baby? What's going on?
Okay.
What you got to
Okay,
converse?
so first of all, I want to thank you. We were corresponding, and you gave me a really great tip, and I looked into this tip, and people might not like this, but I had to do something about the rumors and squash them and everything, and we found the person who started it, and we had to go back 5 years to figure things out. That person also uses many alts. Now, what I did do is through some of your streams, because we had to look into everything, you know what I mean? To see if anybody was in your streams and stuff like that who were partaking in things like that. And
well, I mean, yeah, that I keep them public. I mean, they're public streams, so yeah, anybody
well,
can go through them. Yeah,
I'm lost.
yeah, no, it
yeah, I
helps.
am too. I'm kind of lost too. I have no idea what's going on. I can't
I
lie.
have no idea. There's
No
no
clue.
noun in this sentence. We're just talking about action. I don't know what
Okay, so let's give context. So
Yeah, because
basically,
we have no idea, Harmony. I'm sorry, but
okay, basically give you context because this went on 5 years ago, and then it moved into
what went
the
on?
drama.
But what was it?
Bad rumors about me, like I'm a fake
Oh,
this, I
okay, hold
do
on. So
that.
you came up to address bad rumors about you. Okay. So you didn't come up
Yeah,
to commentate on Toasty or what's going on. You wanted to talk about rumors that had been started that you had gotten taken care of. Is that right? Or
yeah. I don't know anything about
okay.
Toasty. Is she okay?
No, well, the AI bots, the new ones on YouTube, they actually hit her channel this morning. So
So is it down?
yeah, for
Yes.
right now, yeah.
Someone's blaming me for this. This is your fault, B. Tim.
Oh my God.
Oh no. I know that there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and I'm pretty upset about it all. I just just don't understand it, because this is what impacted me too. People don't realize the impact that it brings upon people when they sit there and attack. They don't have any facts or anything like that. It's very stressful, and you can relate probably, Queen, because you're going through a lawsuit, and the time, the energy, the stress is unbearable, and you don't want to be sitting there defending yourself. And I've had to do that, and so enough was enough. I put my foot down. Finally, it took a lot of work. I don't you when you have to go back years, and then you have to go into new communities and try and find out. Because what I can't understand, Queen, is that I don't go on YouTube very much, okay? Even when I did, I hardly did. I went on and I discussed a case. We analyzed it just like everybody else, right? And there was a lot of hate back in my community, a lot of hate on everybody. I mean, there's probably nobody even left in my community except for a few stragglers or a few subs that have moved over. Because when I left, I've found you. And I said, if anybody wants a really good person, I suggested you. And Chasing Truth came over, White Bike came over because of me. I said, go there if you like this kind of thing, right? So then when I started to rewatch you, I started to see some old names that people haven't changed. But one thing that's good is that I learned how to now see the old names and find out who actually owns them, because people change their names, right? And so we had to dig into that, yada, yada.
Okay.
Anyways,
I don't mean to be rude, but like, can you get to the point? I'm getting lost here.
What are you getting lost on?
Like first off, like, well, who, what's the point? It's like you're explaining, like, we did this investigation, we did this. Could you just tell us what happened at the end?
Okay, so at the end, we just finished court. So what ended up happening is we found the person, and they also used alternative.
You went to court? What court did you go to?
I went to a civil court in Canada.
So you found? How did you find out these trolls?
Wait a minute. What kind of rumors were they saying about you?
Well, one of the biggest ones was about my job, that I'm faking my job and that wasn't really doing who I was saying I was and everything like that. So that one was the biggest one for defamation.
Defamation.
And then there was harassment. So they were charged.
So how did you find these people?
Okay. Did
you just get, like, just tell me, like, summary. Did you just, like, find the channels and just make a subpoena? What did you do?
Queen gave me a tip, because it all actually started one day when I was on her show and we were discussing something in a case. And then someone jumped up and she didn't know this person at all. And this person started to say a whole bunch of stuff and everything like that. So I thought, maybe that's the person and they are just under a new name, right? So she said, you have to, because I asked Queen if she can do me a favor. And she said, listen, doll, I can't do anything. You have to go back to the original curator, which is true. It's not Queen's fault. She didn't do it. She, got mad and pissed off. Maybe I trolled her, but we made amends on that, right?
So you're saying that you found the person that was spreading the rumor that you're a fake PI?
Yeah, a couple of people.
A couple of people. You sued for defamation a couple of people in what court?
In a civil court. It's in Canada. It's a civil
claims court. Is it like federal? Like what?
Yeah, it's claims court. It's a claims court.
So you were able to win a defamation case in how many months?
It has been actually 3 months now.
You're telling me you won a defamation case in 3 months in Canada?
Because let me finish before you interrupt.
Okay.
We got some jokes today, Harmony. See, I was nice, wasn't I? I told you if you come up here as yourself, I would let you up here and we would have a good conversation tonight. I kept my word.
Okay, yeah, you did your work.
Yeah, no, I kept my word.
Yes, you will keep your word, and there's no beef.
I told you I would. If you don't come up here trolling, I would keep my word.
I'm not trolling, Tim. They pleaded guilty.
Guilty? What do you mean guilty? It's a civil
case. If somebody thinks you're a fake private investigator, like you were able to prove loss and all, like this affected your employment and all that.
No, I'm not
on YouTube.
I'm not employed by that. I don't do that anymore.
So wait, no, but in court, you said it was about
Yeah.
they said you're a
Okay.
fake PI, and
I had to present evidence. We had tons of evidence. So what we got together was we got videos from way back. We got people who were like, you didn't come to my lives or anything like that. So I had a lot of lives where I explained this because the rumors started way back then. I had lives that showed my
with
credentials. I have
chasing, right? When you were because I remember you said you guys.
Chasing was breaking her back trying to help me. I mean,
Yeah,
she
she did
really,
really
really
nice.
was.
Okay, she was very nice. Chasing tried really hard to help you. I remember that.
Well, and she just gave up. Like, she gave up. And then when I came into the new community, which is yours, you know, she just said, you're digging your own hole, or no, she didn't say that. I just told her, I wrote her, I said, I'm digging my own hole. You know, I'm going to these channels. It doesn't matter if I tell the truth, what I show, it doesn't matter. I don't blame her. I said, this is really taking a toll on me. It wasn't affecting my business. It was affecting my reputation in the community. Now, everybody knows my job. So I had 2 lawyers, and I gathered information, whereas there was like Tracy's, but Tracy wasn't the only one who helped me along. There was a few others from our days. And so then I had also letters from, like, this is what I submitted, right? I had letters from employees that I had worked for. And, so you present your evidence. So that's what I did. And basically the person had an attorney, and they basically said, we're not going to go through this, because in Canada, you can go to prison for this.
What? Really?
Yes. In Canada, for defamation, you can go to prison.
Go to prison in Canada for defamation?
Look it up, Tim. You're the one that likes to look it up.
Google it, Tim. Google it. I'm gonna need a second opinion here. Google that right now, please.
Someone here from Canada, tell me, do you go to jail for defamation?
It's a charge. Look it up.
Well, the DA can charge you, but you can't just throw somebody in jail. I mean, the DA.
Like, yeah, did you work with like a DA?
We were taking it to civil court, and it didn't go any further because the person just pleaded guilty. And then the judge put down what they imposed upon the person, and it was over. It's over. You don't go any further. It's not going to go to trial.
How'd you find the person?
I just finished telling you.
You just grabbed comments, but how did you, if there was on
No,
YouTube?
I didn't grab comments.
Okay, what did you grab?
Not just comments. You're not listening. What I did was, when I had a lot of people helping me, and we went through various streams that might have been talking about me, and we wanted to see if anybody would nudge the rumor on, or something like that. But what I ended up doing was, the person who started this started it 5 years ago. But
were they also Canadians?
Huh?
Were they also from Canada?
One person is.
So,
Okay.
where's the other 2 people? Are they like in the United States?
Yep.
So you're saying that the United States, you won a defamation civil case in 3 months, and they also went to jail in the United States, or just in
No, Canada? They didn't go to jail. I'm saying it's in Canada. If you can get a jail sentence. This isn't complicated if you just listen.
So you found these guys.
But we're used to like American, like civil
I understand
law and stuff. So like, I am Googling what she's saying, and it's like, I guess you can go to prison for fucking defamation in Canada. I don't think it's very likely though.
No.
From what I'm reading.
Yeah.
But it
my problem, Cappy, is like, if someone's trolling you on YouTube, how do you find that person unless you know? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Like, unless you like subpoena and get the IP address and get their name.
Well, they did a lot of things. This was, you know, I had a lot of support. I had a lot of help. I had people who could do that. I could have people who could trace back IPs. I mean, this isn't my first rodeo.
Wait a minute, you have people that can trace back IP. What do you mean by that?
Where are all these people at?
You can get people who can trace IP addresses. If I wanted to, through an email, you know,
so you fished.
They can. What?
You fished. That's what they call when you send someone an email and they open it up and it lets you find out their IP. It's called phishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it was first done 5 years ago, what people were doing, Tim, was they would I can't remember what they call it. It's like a scrambler. So I think you can use a VIN number now, but back then they would do a scrambler. So as soon as you email somebody and you try to look into that IPP address, it's no longer there. But we were able to find somebody's IPP address. I don't know how they did it because it's so long ago, Tim, you know, about that. But they were busted way back. But it was a different circumstances the way that happened because I wasn't the only one. So we grouped together on that one. So basically, it took a lot of work and a lot of people helping out and trying. And then once that happened, that person, you know, was served, and they it was learned that they had accomplices who helped out. Oh. Yeah, they would have people going into the chat and edging it on. Yeah, you know, this, she does this and she did that. And
this kind of sounds like Betty shit, to be honest with you. Like, why would you care about a bunch of people in chat saying bullshit, stupid shit?
I didn't care. It was, I mean, people say what they want to say, but it's just part of the rumors going on. Like, aren't you guys doing that right now? Trying to figure out who's doing what?
But didn't you care enough to bring it to court? What do you mean?
No. He's trying to say, you know, why should I worry about what people say in chat?
Yeah, like you are literally talking about hiring hackers to basically find someone's IP address, and that's how you found their name. And then you took them to court and you attempted to put them in jail due to the Canadian system for defamation.
I wasn't hacking anybody.
Well, you just told me that that's how you found these people, that you have people that could hack and find, like, basically, you know, find someone's IP address.
I don't know if it's hacking when you're a professional. How do you think the police do it? How do you think they find out where somebody is?
Are these people the police?
I'm not going to go into that detail.
Why wouldn't you want to share that detail if you had it professionally done or not?
Yeah, like, you know, the police? Did you get
because I just finished telling you there are people who work in IT to be able to figure things out.
Working in IT, that doesn't mean that they are law enforcement or are allowed to do that, though.
That's their job.
Okay, I guess I took that a different way. I don't know.
In Canada, it is cyberbullying is taken very seriously. So you know.
But they're not the police.
Really serious. There has been a lot of people who have been charged for cyberbullying, and this is kind of going under it. But what we did instead, because it was cut dry, it was clearly defamation.
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 You keep on saying defamation with an L.
Well, I don't talk too properly, Tim.
I'm just
I have issues.
Okay. Well, my apologies.
Yeah, and I have, and I'm trying to stay very calm because I know how brutal you guys can be, and please try
Honest,
not to overwhelm me.
I mean, you basically told me a story that you found out who these people are, and then you got someone that you don't know if they're with the police or not. I don't know, but they somehow found out who the people are, and then you took one of them to court in Canada and won a defamation case in less than 3 months, and it's criminal, but they pled guilty, and there's two other people in the U.S. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, how are you doing all these things? Because
One, you have a good attorney. Two, you know who the person are straight up. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say it was you, Tim.
okay,
Okay, let's keep it simple.
Really quick though, I want to say something really quick. Please don't do that though. Please don't say like, I know how brutal you guys can be. You came up here and presented this and wanted to talk about it with us, and we're talking about it with you, but we have questions. Like, you know how many people on this platform lie and will be fake people, and like, I think that it's fair that we're asking questions.
yeah,
Okay,
like you
that's not a
basically,
problem, and I apologize. It's just that it's like Tim's tone is like, yeah, sure, lady, and
I kind of am like, yeah, sure, lady, because it doesn't make sense to me. I never heard of a defamation case getting done in 3 months.
Well, then listen, and then learn, because in Canada it's quite different. It's cut and dry. It's just like,
Second, I have a hard time understanding how you found these people.
Okay, let me make it simple.
Okay.
An example.
Okay,
Like
let's say you want to dox out. You wanted to find out because Cappy said you were a fake lawyer would say, and you wanted to find out who Cappy was. How would you do it with your super hackers?
Why are you calling them super hackers?
I Googled so far, like, things you've said, right? And they've all checked out except for, like, it checked out, like, proving defamation in Canada is a lot different than it is here, from what I read, right? And then also, like, can you go to prison for defamation in a civil suit in Canada? And it said yes. Not likely, but yes, it can happen. And then I went on to look, like, can you wrap up and finish a defamation case in Canada in 3 months? And it said, no, not likely. Like, it takes a long time. Like, it's very complicated.
You're talking about discovery, understanding both sides. Both sides have the answer. They have an attorney, obviously. You have to find that person. How do you find that person? Even if you get their IP address, you have to find out their name. This takes time. And then you're telling me that you somehow got the person's information from some sort of third party who, in all intents and purposes, sounds like a hacker to me, or someone that's, because you're saying, like, you basically explained phishing to me, where you send like an email with some sort of program in it. Someone opens up the email and then you get their IP address.
No, I was giving you an example of way back when I first came on. People know this from my community. What they used to do is go into Google Lives, and in Google Lives, if you had a link or if you emailed somebody, that could be traced back, and somebody was able to trace back somebody to find out who the person was who jumped on their panel all of a sudden. There was a guy named Chosen King, and all of a sudden,
Google Hangouts.
Yeah, thank you. I can't remember.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, these 4 Russian people entered his, and Chasing will remember this, entered his show and took over the show.
Okay.
And when that was looked into back then, there were hackers there.
Yeah, Google Hangouts was, I remember back in the day when we had Google Hangouts, Savage and her group of friends knew how to, like, as long as if they got a link to your panel, they were able to come in and take it from the host and shut it down and kick everybody off. They knew how to do that. That was a thing. That was definitely a thing back then. I remember that.
Okay.
Oh my God. It was the weirdest thing. We're watching this live, right? And it was like, what the hell? And so back then, everybody was freaking out to wanting to use this kind of format. And I got caught in it by clicking a link. Somebody like Queen, invited me up on the panel. And then they said, and I clicked the link, And I said, I'm not getting in to your show. And they said, oh, sorry. Well, that turned out to be someone who does those kind of things that can get into your computer. They can get into your computer.
Okay.
And take over.
This
But
is
that's
a wild story. This is wild, Miss
well,
Harmony. I've
Kathy
been sitting here listening,
understands.
going,
Kathy
"Dang,
understands.
this one hell of a story, man."
Kathy
I think
understands.
that's why YouTube stopped, even though YouTube is like they pay us with like Google and they're all part of Google. That's why they stopped using Hangouts and like in 2019 because of shit like that though.
Right. So Kathy understands. So Kathy can explain because she was there.
Well, no, I understand how Google Hangouts could be
Yeah,
hyped,
Cappy, explain the situation.
I that doesn't pertain to your case though, like really, does it?
So
Like,
what
it
ended
doesn't.
up happening was, yes, we got everything together and it was sent, and then there was nothing more to go about it because the person just said, I don't want to stand a chance of this, blah blah blah, and they just said I'm guilty. So it's closed. So
Do you have paperwork?
I'm not showing you my paperwork. I know what happens when I show my paperwork.
So
Oh.
there was like 3 separate people, a Canadian and 2 Americans, and they all just were like, we're guilty of doing this shit. Sorry.
The Americans admitted that they were accomplices.
They're accomplices? Okay, so how did
they helped him out. He would pay them like $10 or something like that and go into the chats. And there is a curator, I'm not going to name her, but she might be listening, I wanted to send her a warning letter because when people were looking at all of these new drama communities, we wanted to see if any names were matching up, right? And any people were trying to say bullshit about me, basically. And so I wrote her and I said, listen, I like you. I don't know your show very much, but it came across that one of your moderators is starting shenanigans and lies about me. And, I just wanted to give you a heads up, that these things are not true. And she ended up removing that moderator, is no longer a moderator, right? So, but she wasn't a part of this. This person who was an accomplice was a part of this. And there's still one more person. I'm not going to name names, but basically what I'm saying is if anyone does have anything up or like a live or a restream that states that I was lying and everything like that about my career, I suggest you take it down because I'm not fooling around anymore. I mean, why should I? I mean, this just I've had enough. Now, as far as it affecting my channel is doing good. I've come back to drop what I do best, and that's not affecting me. But what is affecting me is, let's say I come in, I don't even see your chat right now, but
yeah,
people are probably saying stuff about me right now.
No, they're just kind of like not understanding. So like he
Christina, you're up here with us.
Hello, Christina.
So somebody what they did is they closed it. So that person was given 18 months probation.
She's given wait. They got 13 months. The Canadian guy got 13 months.
What?
18.
18 months they got in probation.
Good God, this story is terrible. What the hell?
So you're not going to show us any paperwork of this, right?
Now you're sending people to jail? 13 months.
No, he didn't go to jail.
He was going to go to jail.
It's not my fault what the judge says.
God.
Do you have a rule? Can you read us the ruling of the judge?
Can we talk about Karen Reed?
I'm getting the transcript.
This was because they called you a fake PI?
And other things.
They saying
what were the other things?
I don't know, you just cut out, Cap.
Did I? God damn it.
No, you
what were the other things.
I feel like this is the weirdest fucking live stream I've sat in.
God.
This is
Oh,
fucking wild.
please.
Did
Did I make a mistake coming up and sharing this?
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm trying to get to the point, and you say that you have a third party that figured out who these people are, and then when you found them out, you got the DA or whatever involved in Canada to basically.
Okay, for example, right now, somebody in your chat just said you are a fake PI.
Is that going to jail? Are they going to go to jail? You better be careful. You're going to jail, and if you better not live in Canada, lady, you're going to jail for 18 months. I'm just telling that.
Would you please stop using the word jail?
I mean, if you break probation, what happens to you?
Well, I don't know. You break the terms of probation, then whatever the probation is.
You go to jail.
Well, then that person, I don't think that person's going to do it. First of all, they got probation of 18 months, monetary restitution, and on that term, they are not allowed to. I'm not telling you that.
Wait a minute, you don't want to tell me how much? Why can't you just say like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000?
Because it's not. I don't want to share that. Okay. I don't have to share everything.
Well,
I know you want to know everything.
Well, I just want to verify your story.
You're the one who came up here to share, though. It's not like we. Okay. It's not like we called you out when we're like, "Hey, Harmony, come and tell us everything about your case." Like you came here to share with us.
Because
I don't know.
Because
we're not asking you to dox like yourself or anything like that. It's just like it's kind of curious. Like
no,
they had to pay restitution to you. Like you got money out of this. Like that's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, you're telling me that you tried to.
Canada doesn't put up with this, and Queen and I had a back and forth for quite a long time now, and because I had to write her and say, listen, this isn't your fault. I think I wrote her maybe a month ago. I didn't tell her I was going, this was where this was at, but I said, this is no fault of yours. And you didn't know better or anything like that. You just brought me up, yada, yada. And then she said, go after the curators. I can't help you.
Curators.
And
are you saying curators?
Creator.
Creator. Okay, thank you. I wasn't understanding.
So with the probation, they cannot go on the internet until the probation is over. So the bottom line is that, this is taken seriously, and it's like the RICO people had an opportunity to back out. Some people maybe had.
No, they didn't have an opportunity to back up. If you should basically try to accuse people of being part of a criminal enterprise, you got to answer that shit.
Didn't they send people emails saying that you have an opportunity to back out?
Yeah, if you pay legal fees and you pay $500 and you delete your channel.
Oh, okay. I'm not 100 on all of that. I mean,
you basically told us you went on a live. You went after some people. You found out who they were from some sort of third party. You disagree with me by saying hackers. You're just telling me a third party. That's not with the police. You found these people. You found one of them lived in Canada. You got the prosecutor to prosecute them based on comments, and they pleaded guilty to like 18 months in probation, no internet time, and had to pay you money. And then the other two said, yeah, we're guilty, but they don't live in Canada, so I don't know how that's going to work out for you. You didn't really explain that yet. And that's basically what you told us. And then I asked you, can you tell us how much? No. Can you show us paperwork? No. Can you tell us what was your evidence? Very vaguely, you tell me there was some comments. That's all you did. I mean,
do you want me to come back when I get the transcript?
Don't you have the transcript?
No, that takes time to order.
But don't you have any paperwork, like something like a caption of the case? Like, because this seems like a criminal case you're talking about, right?
It is, but I can't show you that because it has a whole bunch of names in it and stuff like that. I'm not comfortable with showing that. I'd rather show you the transcript because then you can hear what was said back and forth.
But it's
much better. It's like listening to a court hearing.
But if you didn't want people to know about it, why did you jump on a live stream to tell us all?
because I wanted to let Queen know that I appreciate her support, and I wanted to let people know that you need to stop saying
Or you going
shit.
to jail? Or you going to jail? That's what you
right.
want to do. Well, okay.
Basically that, yeah. I mean, if people are going to keep doing this shit, I'm not putting
Am
up
I
with
going
it
to jail
anymore.
if I say you're a fake PI? Am I going to go to jail? Is that going to happen to me?
Because that's not how you do it, and you wouldn't do that.
So it's
What
like,
were the other things that were said besides that you were a fake PI?
yeah, tell us the other stuff.
Hello?
Sorry, my connection. So, anyways,
what were the other things that were said to you besides that you were a fake PI?
By the way, do you know what PP?
Yeah, I almost like to read your chat. It was like, fake photoshopping, other.
No, but you know what? Let's talk about this. Do you know what a PIPEDA is?
Anyways, I got to get going because I can hardly hear you guys.
Okay, your battery's running out, basically.
My battery?
Well, your battery, the signal's down, where I can't hear you because we're going under a bridge type of deal. That's what's happening?
I tried to go live and I couldn't even stream.
Oh, okay.
And anyways.
What were the other things that were said to you besides that you were a fake PI?
For a better signal issue, you should crumple up paper to the mic. That works better. Give me an example. Let me pull up some paper. Now, let me see. Oh, sorry, I'm dropping my keyboard. Let me see. I got to get some paper. One second.
You're such a fucking asshole. Boy.
You gotta do it this way, guys. My signal is going. Help me! I gotta go. The signal's going.
You're such a dick, dude.
You gotta do it that way. You can't just make your signals going. So,
anyways, Queen, thank you for.
Did you hear what I asked though? Did you? What else happened besides
uncomfortable? And it's me,
okay.
it's like I feel like Mean Girls and all that. I'm not into the Mean Girls stuff and getting the last laugh. It really affected me. Stressful. Queen can relate to the stress of what this brings on and everything like that. You don't.
Well, no, you brought them to court though. You brought them to court. Yeah. No one brought you to court. What do you mean? Don't compare it to Queen's situation.
Right, and no one can bring me to court. What are you going to bring me to court for?
Well, I don't know because you're only you're cherry picking what listen, you're cherry picking what you want to explain to us though. So it's really hard. Like you kind of just I don't know.
I mean, nobody. People are just being mean, and nobody could prove that I was a fake PI. Prove that you can't see anything that on my registry number, everything like that. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. No one was able to show that I had criminal backgrounds or anything like that. It was
some of the accusations is that you were a criminal. Because you won't tell me what the other things were said besides accusations of being a fake PI. What were the other things that were said?
Well, I just finished telling you there was people who were saying that I was doing work that was fake, and like when I was analyzing it was fake, and just all sorts of stuff back then. And
okay, can you tell me what a PEDA is?
Anyways, Queen,
do you know what that is? Queen's not
I'm
here.
going to go because this is making me feel really uncomfortable. I thought that I could just have some, support here saying I'm
support for people going to jail. No, I don't support people going to jail for their opinions about people. I don't support that. I will never support that. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, I feel like if we're talking about people that panel with Queen and harshness. Like I don't know how high up on the ranks me and Beats Him rank, but I don't think that we're that fucking mean. I don't know.
I was kind of mean with the paper.
That was real fucked up. That was fucking funny though. Oh no.
That was just mean. I know that was kind of being a prick there, but yeah. And when I was asking, because someone asked, sent a membership thing, and they said, in the vertical mode, they said, Miss Harmony, if you are a legit PI in Canada, you should know what you did is a violation of PIPEDA or PIPEDA, which can get you into a world of trouble. Which, if you Google that, it says is a compliance in Canada requires organization to obtain consent for collecting and using or disclosing personal information during commercial activities, implement security and safeguards. So, and that's why I kept on asking her, and she kept on like dodging the question. Like, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to answer that. Okay.
I always felt like PIs were kind of like internet savvy people too, but I don't know. Who knows? What do I know?
Yes. Yes.
Tech savvy, if you will.
Jesus Christ. Who else is coming up, for fuck's sake?
She was like, they're not hackers. They work for IT. And I'm like, well, that's not like law enforcement.
Yeah. Because like usually in the United States, let's say someone does commit a crime on YouTube, the police usually like can do a subpoena and they say, we want the IP address, we want their names, basically. And they find out who you are, basically. In civil matters, I think it's only the IP. You get a lot more information if you're like the police, obviously. And she's like saying it's a criminal matter and they went to jail. What it sounds like to me is like if you keep on making...
They did not go to jail. Do not spread misinformation. They got probation.
One guy got 18 months of probation. Yes. Sorry about the misinformation, guys. I'm sorry.
And yeah, we're not going to compare this to what Queen Bee went through. It's not even the same at all.
You know, the 2.5 years of litigation.
Yeah, 3 months of you taking people to court allegedly. Like, no.
Which, by the way, that's pretty quick. I have to say.
Well, especially when you're having to, like, when Americans are involved too. Wouldn't that add extra time and complication? Like, I don't know. Honestly, what do I know? Once again, I'll say that. You know, what do I know?
Honestly, I would be like, I would probably sit there and probably say like, she's full of shit. I just think she's full of shit. That's just my opinion. It doesn't make sense. You would think
you better say allegedly, and in my opinion, you're going to end up in a Canadian courtroom.
Yeah, and also you're talking about Americans. If I got a subpoena from the Canadian government, like, oh, you've committed a cyber harassment, I'd be like, I live in America and we are in different rules and stuff like that and laws, and I don't
hashtag I say what I want.
Yeah, America is a lot different than Canada, so I would not say I'm guilty and I'm gonna go to allow Canadian
sorry law not sorry.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, I had to do that. Sorry.
It just seems to me like you just made up a whole fucking story so that you could threaten people that you could possibly go to jail if they say that you're a fake PI or something like that. That's what it sounds like to me. Extradited for defamation. I mean, maybe. Or a big trouble. I don't know. But whatever.
I don't know, eh? I want to talk like a Canadian.
Now we need Grace Thorpe to interview this lady. We need her to interview the lady Harmony to do the interview.
That would be a good idea. There you go.
See, Grace, you can interview Harmony about her, her card case in Canada that she doesn't want to show paperwork, but she wants to show paperwork afterwards.
Hold on, there was an AF back here, and I didn't even see him. But in the back chat, it says, I have a question. What was the suspended sentence? 2 years suspended for 18 months, 5 years suspended for 18 months. I don't know what she's talking about, but it's in the back chat.
Well, that's what everyone else is thinking. They don't know what the fuck this is talking about. No one knows what the hell she's talking about. She talked for an hour, and I could have explained it in less than 2 minutes.
As soon as she started her bullshit. Now, see, this is the thing. She wants to come up under all these fucking troll accounts, and this is why I said, look, if you stop doing that bullshit, I'll stop fucking with you. Okay, she said she would. Okay, so I stopped fucking with her. I told her next time she comes up here, as long as she comes up under her fucking name and acts normal, I'll let her come up. We let her come up under her name. She acted normal and everything went fine. And then she spiraled off the fucking rails into the bullshit she went into. And we ain't scared, bitch. I still think you're a fake-ass PI. Okay? And that's my opinion, and I'm allowed to it. I'm entitled to it. And I got the fucking proof that was sent to me that shows you got the fucking PI license off the internet, off a fucking thing, off the template. So stop it. I don't know why you make me come out here and do this to you every single time.
Uh-oh.
Gosh,
Oops.
I don't like doing that because I told you I was going to be cool with you, but you make me fucking force me to come out and do this, man.
I hate when people come up here and they're like, oh, all of a sudden, like when they're asked questions, when they want to present something to talk about, and they're asked questions and they're like, you guys are being mean. I feel uncomfortable. I gotta go. Like, and I'm just like, no, you're not. You don't get to be a victim now. That's not fair. No.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. We're not going for that.
We're not doing
hold on,
that.
I got an even better one though.